Hey there, air signs or other signs with dominant air in their chart. Welcome, thanks for being here. Alright, let's get into it. That's interesting, the water signs got change in that column as well. What are the odds? So there's a bit of a transformation that's been happening. And Thicket of Thorns is showing some uncertainty that you're in at the moment. It's always a bit tricky being in uncertainty, isn't it? And then Passage. So that's great, that's promising. That's showing that the uncertainty will inevitably lead to a new pathway being born. Sometimes we have to be in the unknown before we can find the new known. Alright, so coming off the change. So there's been a bit of disappointment. I'm getting a feeling with this card that something didn't quite go as planned, or maybe things have just changed and gone to a bit of a dark night of the soul. Death, more change. Death is a Scorpio card, so it's about a metamorphosis that's been happening. But that's a beautiful card to have after it. There is kind of a wish or a yearning that's come out of that change, which has been really key. Keep going. Queen of Cups. So yeah, being with the feeling of uncertainty. Strength, beautiful. Finding a new level of self-mastery. Seven of Pentacles and waiting. Queen of Swords. It's interesting, they're next to each other. Eventually you won't be looking in the past anymore, you'll be looking forward, if you haven't already felt that. Coming with that though is a bit of maybe overwhelmed with choice, which direction. Page of Swords, so finding some clarity in that. So the heart of the reading is this Strength card here, so yeah, that's going to be the theme for today and the next 2 weeks, and that's centered around self-mastery. So let's go into this a bit deeper. So this first column is showing a really strong change or shift that's been happening. I feel like it's been on a heart or emotional felt sense level. So the dragonfly spirit here with the change mixed with 5 of Cups shows there's something that maybe didn't quite work out as intended, or maybe there's still just some heaviness from the past there that's lingering, but this is in your past, so I think you've already worked through the bulk of it, and that's kind of created the shift indeed. So with the Death card here, there has been a release or a letting go or a surrender or a transformation. So well done, that's good. And I think I'm saying well done as well because coming off that we've got the 9 of Cups, which is showing that 5 has, excuse the plane, transformed from maybe disappointment or loss or grief or just, you know, shitty heaviness sometimes, has moved into more clarity and more knowing what you do want, what has been lacking and what you want to go for. I feel like you know, we can't kind of go through that sense of loss or being lost. We can't go through getting something new unless we go through that kind of dark night of the soul, or, you know, being kind of confused. Because if we know everything and everything's all peachy, then nothing kind of new gets revealed in that state. So it is kind of a natural progression. But even though there has been that kind of knowing what you need and want, I'm getting a feeling now with this uncertainty card that you're not quite in motion as much as you'd like to be, and there is kind of a lull or a yeah, just kind of a sort of hanging energy I'm getting, which can be a little bit, can push you back if you're not careful into that disappointment of like, oh, still here, oh, still don't kind of have that breakthrough you're looking for. So this card with the Queen of Cups is encouraging you to sit with those feelings, open up as uncertainty, open up as stuck, or open up as bored, or open up as whatever's coming up for you. Open up as that fully, and then you will basically grow larger than it, but include it within you. So rather than pushing feelings away, that splits us. Pushing feelings away, they usually push back and get louder. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful message to value your feelings, all of them, even the ones that don't feel that powerful right now. Value uncertainty, value fear, and open up as it, and include it in the many different feelings that you've got going on at the moment. And you'll notice a kind of softening or a soothing that happens with that. And you'll be kind of get this feeling like, oh, I'm alright, you know. And the reason I'm going down that track is because with this Strength card, which is the heart of the reading, it is all about self-mastery, and it is all about using love as a tool to conquer or overcome adversity that's usually within us. So being a Leo card, you know, it could be anger, could be frustration, could be pride, could be wanting to be right, could be lust, or wanting just more vitality in your life. So all of those things are valuable messengers. So don't just palm them off as, oh, I don't want to feel that right now. Include them and have that kind of more interconnectivity with them, okay? Bring it into the fold. Coming off that, there is going to be more waiting. This figure here is planted all these beautiful crops, but they're not ripe yet, and so he's kind of there going, oh, was this worth it, you know? And that doubt can come in, and questioning what you have put in motion. And I'm getting a feeling here that don't let that dominate. Include it as part of what you're experiencing right now, but you don't need to go into problem solving mode about this. I feel like the work is actually sticking to your guns, staying in alignment, and doing that incredibly intricate emotional work of self-love and self-acceptance. Accepting all parts of you, even the doubt. Yeah. So what you're moving into, I say we because I'm an air sign too, is a new passage that's going to open up, or is already opening up, but with this card, the 7, you can't see it yet. So it's there, it's in the hidden pattern in our unconscious mind. And so coming with that is you will be looking forward with more clarity. This is the Queen of Swords, so she's rising above the fog or the clouds and getting a good bird's eye view on things. So things will clear up. The uncertainty is just the fog or the cloud. It's not actually all of it. It's just something obscuring the situation right now, okay? And that's okay. You're not meant to see it all right now. If you saw it all right now, it might overwhelm you. And I say that because the 7 of Cups here shows that when we're giving too much choice, it can create strain or confusion or more anxiety. So there's many different options this figure here can choose, and it's good, it's positive, but yeah, you need kind of to go through what you're going through right now in order to know which thing to go for. And coming off that, we've got the page here, which is all about clear communication and clear articulation. So it must be the winds, the planes are flying south at the moment. So this card's another air card. It can be quite a naive energy, a pure, innocent kind of energy that I just feel like for you it's saying cut through this kind of confusion of too many options, too many choices. Back what you've already put in motion. When people ask you, hey, what are you up to, or what are you what do you want to do with your, next 6 months, and you kind of go, just pick one thing to feel good about that you've got in motion, and that'll be enough. Okay, you don't have to have all the answers, but at least within yourself, choose something that you're proud of at the moment and that you're looking forward to, and there's a bit of excitement there. Okay, because the story we tell others can sometimes shape the story we tell ourselves. So I feel like being clear with where you're at and where you want to be at the moment, even if you don't have all the answers, is going to help. Let's deepen this with some crossover cards. Really, really great reading, air signs. And some important things going on at the moment with that self-mastery and self-acceptance and self-love. Yeah. So with that, so you have had to be in your comfort zone but looking out and wanting more, and that's where this disappointment, or not disappointment, but just sense of lack maybe. So there's kind of been a necessary shift where you've had to listen to your feelings and go, hang on, something's out of balance here, or hang on, I need more, or hang on, my soul wants to explore more, I need more magic, more wonder, more purpose. So there's been an important will around that's been developed. So keep listening to those feelings, even though they're uncomfortable, because they kind of tug and pull on us. Keep listening to them, but include them in all of your feelings. Don't fixate on any of them too much. So with this transformation moving over into the Strength card, the Death into the Strength card, got the Hanging Man. Oh, it is upside down. He's supposed to be upside down. It's a beautiful card of surrender. Its main element is water, so it's very much around softening, dropping too much try-hard energy, really reflecting. So in this uncertainty and with this self-mastery, the Hanging Man is telling you to let go and just be, okay? And be okay with not being okay, so to speak. And that in itself is the work, which is a bit of a trip sometimes. It's like, keep pushing and trying, hitting your head against the wall with different things, but the work is actually to let go and take the path of least resistance at the moment, okay? Coming off the 9 Cups, so that Wish card, into the 7 Pentacles. Yeah, got the 4 of Swords here, so you need to rest your brain. This card's about respite, and it's about giving yourself the gift of rest. So while things are cooking in the background and the hidden matrix of your subconscious mind, rest your conscious mind. So try not to be doing too much strategizing, problem solving, or pushing forward energy. Okay? So the Queen of Cups over the Queen of Swords, beautiful. So at some point, so we've got these 2 cards here. So she's looking forward and she's looking back. Switch them around. And in the middle here we've got this Gain card, so a real balance between the head and the heart. So the Queen of Swords is very much more in the intellectual faculty, and the Queen of Cups is very much in the emotional space. So I feel like the message here is you really got to accept your feelings, work on validating your feelings at the moment, but don't let your mind go into a gutter with some of those uncomfortable feelings. So what happens is, if you're feeling something uncomfortable, the mind will become activated and try and problem solve and help you through those uncomfortable feelings. So the beautiful thing about the Queen of Swords though is she's in a more sort of detached meditative space. So rise above getting into that problem solving strategic mode and enter more into the relaxed, chill mental space, okay? The hands off mental space, the kind of like, is this thought helpful? Does this thought feel good? And just be with the feelings. You'll gain a lot from that, okay? So coming off Strength card over to the 7 of Cups, which is all those options that are going to come. That might be a bit overwhelming, but also abundant. We've got the Sun card here, so I don't think they will be overwhelming. I think this card's saying there's going to be a lot of beautiful things that open up in that new passage. There's going to be quite a few doors. So, you know, let yourself playfully explore every option as they come up. Don't turn it into a serious, like, oh shit, I've got to choose, or like, this card's got a very joyful, playful energy, and things will reveal themselves as time progresses. So as the light of the sun shines on each thing individually, you'll figure it out. Yeah? Okay. And down the bottom here, there's the change card, 2 of discs, so a shifting of energy. So that's going to be merging this waiting game with getting clearer on what you want. So that's kind of a beautiful thing to come off the bottom there of the sun as well. So basically hang in there, keep doing this internal intrinsic work, rest your mind, and the change will naturally come and doors will be there. So yeah, beautiful reading, air signs. Really stoked that there's some important strength and self-mastery that's going on here, and there's some new passageways and options opening up for you. Thank you for being here, really appreciate it. If you like this video, please click the little thumbs up, and if you think anyone else needs to see it, or share it by all means. Cool, thank you.